On this segment, we are talking tech matters. In today's digital age, access to affordable data is crucial, not just for communication, but for education and economic growth as well. But for many Ghanaians, the high cost of data has become a significant barrier to their participation in the digital landscape. So today, we'll explore the challenges and effects of expensive data prices in Ghana from small and large businesses and business owners, content creators, students and individuals who rely on data for the execution of their services or the supply of their services. In the studio, we'll be joined on our Zoom platform by YouTube content creator Kwadwo Sheldon, and he'll be sharing some thoughts and perspectives with us on our Zoom platform. In studio, the CEO of Tech in Tree, YouTuber and businessman Samuel Yeboah is our guest. Sam, thank you for making time to join us for this conversation. And Kwadwo will join us on our Zoom platform. We have some information in this next clip for your attention.
9 cedis worth of MTN. Sometime in 2022, if you bought 399 cedis worth of MTN mobile data, you would get 214 gigabytes of data. Early 2023, and that same amount will get you 182 gigabytes. And now in 2024, though the 399 cedis offer is no longer available, there's 350 cedis. Like we wouldn't notice what was being done. And that gives you about 93 gigabytes of data. In terms of value for money, in 2022, a CD was worth 536 megabytes, and then down to 456 megabytes in 2023. And now a CD is worth 265 megabytes. In percentage change, 536 megabytes to 465 megabytes is an increment of 15%. But 456 megabytes down to 265 megabytes though, that's a whopping 42% increment, and that's wild. What does the future hold though? Is the trajectory going to continue? Is the next increment even going to be worse? And how long do we have until that happens? With Starlink being illegal and
Data matters occupying our thoughts this morning. Kwadwo has joined us on our Zoom platform. Kwadwo Sheldon, good morning. Thank you for making the time.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well. Your good friend Tech in Tree is also here. So I'll start the conversation with both of you. Sam, data, the cost of data, how is it affecting your business?
Okay. It is not affecting only me. I'm not thinking about
so it's not just Tech in Tree.
Just not Tech in Tree. It's affecting everyone in this country because if you are a student, you are not able to afford data now. Let's say that the vice president, we are advocating for digitalization and we want to understand the policy. So the vice president has implemented passport. You can apply passport online. You need data to access it. So with all these data prices are so high, you don't see the benefit of all this policy. And we want to understand the vice president. We want to understand we are all into this digital world. So we, in case something is going wrong, we need to talk. We need to start talking.
On your pages, Tech in Tree, what do you do? What's your main focus and how do you execute it?
We create videos, tech videos in Tree so that everyone in Ghana, almost everyone in Ghana will be able to understand. And we innovate, we bring out platforms, we innovate something out so that people can patronize it free of charge.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this means that you cannot, you are spending more to generate the kind of content that you are putting on your platforms. Yeah. So that's Tech in Tree. How did it all begin? How did you come up with that concept?
You know, we just wanted to create a platform to help the community. And you know, when you want to bring out something that to help to just announce it so that everyone can hear about your project, you need a platform, you need a TV station. That is the reason why we created this Tech in Tree. So recently we even announced a platform where people can report their lost, stolen items so that in case someone is purchasing something, you'll be able to use the platform to check that this item has been stolen or something. So all this is helping the community, and it is not about myself, it's about the community. So just in case a student is not able to do remote jobs, businesses are going down because of the implementation of SMP. That is not even supposed to be that way, because SMP, you need to implement SMP too. Just make sure the consumers are feeling comfortable, not to just punish consumers. So I think the whole project, the whole policy, everything is wrong. That's the reason why.
I'll come to you on the SMP issue, but I want to pick, Kwadwo, your initial thoughts on this particular situation, and I'll ask you, how is the cost of data affecting your business?
Good morning to your viewers and listeners and everyone. It's been affecting us for a very long time, and I don't think this is the first time a conversation like this has happened on socials. It has happened before. They will tell you they are going to sit with the people that spearheaded the campaign or the conversation, and they will do nothing about it. We've been buying data. We use heavy data for our work because we upload huge gigabytes of video. So we are talking about every month spending close to like 5,000 Ghana cedis on data, because we used to be on just one internet, right? Then at some point we got to a point where it wasn't dependable. Like you would want to, upload a video at this time, and the internet is not working at all. So we invested in other, kinds of internet. So when you come to our office, we have 3 routers. All these routers are loaded with internet, which is not, which is expensive. So that is like it's very monetary intensive if you are supposed to upload videos on time, where if you want to put content out in speed and everything. So we've been investing a lot in data. It's expensive. We have been complaining, and they have done nothing about it. And so I am glad that Tech in Tree started this conversation. That's why I learned my voice, because we suffer. We are suffering, and it's not even ours. We have people that are using data to watch our videos. So it is important to amplify this conversation for it to get to the appropriate quarter so that they do something about it. It's not like they can't do anything about it. We have heard them use this thing as a campaign slogan or whatever. When I come to power, I'm going to help reduce the cost of internet. It means something can be done about it. I do not care about the technicalities, whether someone is an SMP or not. What we are saying is reduce the prices of data so that Ghanaians can afford it. If you are preaching the digitalization, then let people be able, allow people to be able to afford it so that they can access the digital things that you are putting out there. Otherwise, the whole concept is flawed, and it is going to amount to nothing. So we are just,
My first question, when you say they and them, you keep referring to they and them. Who specifically are you addressing, so that we know
the government,
the target
the
of your
government,
message?
the NCA, the government, the NCA, the Ministry of Communication, they are responsible for this, and they know it. They issued a statement when Tech in Tree started this conversation. It got heated on social media platform. It garnered a lot of conversation. They issued a statement, and I was sitting there reading the statement. I was like, are you people empathizing with Ghanaians, or you are laughing at them? Because in the press, they cited something like a company in the UK ranked as third when it comes to cheap internet and things. This company is based in the UK. What do they understand the rudiments and the dynamics of what we are experiencing here? I don't understand. On what grounds are they standing to award you that merit? Say, oh, you are third when it comes to internet affordability. You understand? So I'm mentioning names. I'm talking about the government. Under the government, we have the NCA, we have the Ministry of Communication. Go and sit down with the telcos and make sure that there is affordable internet for the ordinary Ghanaian to use, so that your digitalization campaign that you are championing and spearheading, it will be available to everyone. Because what is digital when there is no internet? When you are preaching for smartphones, it doesn't even make sense. Internet is so expensive. You buy data, they will tell you the data, this data doesn't expire, it will expire. You buy internet today, and it's like I don't know if you are like streaming videos with your ancestors or not. The next day, the internet is done. It's finished. It's frustrating. So
Have
they
you
have to do
noticed?
something about it.
Have you noticed a reduction or an increase in the number of your viewership? And are you suggesting that if there is a decrease, it's because people who also watch your content may not be able to afford to the data to watch the content that you put out?
That is one of the reasons. But I don't think we have to dwell much on that, because once again, we are trying to preach internet penetration in this country. Internet, we see new media, internet marketing, digital marketing. We are in like a digital age where internet accessibility has to be like the basic fundamental essential right of everyone, but we don't see it here. So whether people are watching my videos or now because of the internet, it is just a minute part of the issue. We need internet accessibility. Everyone has like affordable internet is what we are preaching, and it has to happen. So my views and everything here, I don't really care that much, because I mean, at the end of the day, I can still, break bread and get people to watch my content. Although when people buy data, I mean, more people can. If more people are able to afford data, more people can watch my video. But at the end of the day, we use the internet for different things. People want to access information. People want to talk to their loved ones. People want to do a lot of things with the internet. People are running their businesses on the internet. So these are major factors and issues that we need to tackle with regards to the how internet is expensive in this country. And once again, I am saying it that they can do something about it. It is not something that is far-fetched. They know that they can do it, but no, they are going to sit there and massage the issue. They know that we are going to talk about it for a week and we will not talk about it again.
Okay,
once again, shout out to Techie.
Tech and Tree, you mentioned the SMP issue. The lead network provider, MTN, subscriber base highest, revenues highest, network coverage highest. The court has also agreed. Remember that this matter was challenged in court. Okay. And the court also agreed that the NCA was right to implement that directive on the basis of creating a balanced level field for all the telcos to participate. The idea was allowing one network to which has the most reach to have that dominance would, make the terrain uncomfortable for the other telcos. Do you find that to be a sound argument?
No. The SMP here, consumers does not need to suffer, because when you take the US, for example, Apple were recently charging developers 30% commission in case they want to upload their apps or something on App Store. So the 30%, developers complain, the government step in, they reduce it to 28% with an alternative way. So the SMP here, it is not only happening in Ghana here, all parts of the world. So yeah, NCA here, they are abusing the word SMP. They are not following the right procedure. I don't know how they want to generate the revenue. They want to generate a lot of revenue.
Here, I must say that we did issue an invitation to the telcos to be a part of this conversation. We did issue an invitation to the NCA to be a part of this conversation. We did issue an invitation to the Ghana Chamber of Communications to be a part of this conversation. They declined our offer. What's the worst experience for you, Sammy? How much data did you used to buy before? And how much was it?
I used to buy 350 Ghana cedis, and I can use it for 4 months. But now...
on which network?
MTN. For now, 960 Ghana cedis 1 month. 960 Ghana cedis 1 month.
Are you doing the same things you used to do, or are you doing more? Are you consuming? Because when you call the network and you ask them, oh, I bought data, but it's all gone, where is it? They'll say, oh, this app is running, that app is running. Are you doing more on the internet, which could be a reason why your bill has gone up?
the aim is we are building a team in Ghana here, and that is always the aim. We are not doing anything extraordinary. We are using the same, we are consuming the same data as we are doing, we were doing in 2021. So not that I've added something different here.
Okay. Kwadwo, what your experience been? How much data were you buying before, on which network, and how much are you paying for it now?
I don't know if I'm allowed to mention some of the telcos, my names and sons, but
Yeah.
I used to be on one telco, and the data used to be, I think 350 cedis for 200 gig or 150 gig, 350 for 200 gig or something like that. Then within a time frame of 2 months, I see the 350 move to 400. I see it move to 500. The data remains the same. The prices are surging, skyrocketing. Data package, you don't see them add 10 megabytes or 20 megabytes. It is the same amount of data that you are buying.
Which network? You're free to tell us what network it is.
I don't want to be subjected to any form of legal issues and things, so I'll just stay there. But people know what I'm talking about, and they have the color of red and white. They know what I'm talking about. They know, and that is what. Yes, and I don't want to be on that part. But on the other side, I don't even have a problem with that because I need speed for my work. Right? You have bought the internet at an exorbitant price. Now the speed, my goodness, speed is even an issue. There was a time that we had a problem with our router. It took them 1 year to come to our place to come and fix it. 1 year, every day I was driving from my office to their office telling them that there is a problem with my router, there is a wire cut, there is something. It took them 1 year to come and do that. So it's like you're not even getting value for your money. You understand? If I am getting value for my money, I don't think I'll be this much enraged or I'll be this much angry. Although I would still argue for what? Affordability and things. But the thing is, the amount of money we are spending on data, we are not getting value for our money. I've seen a particular network people complain on Twitter for the past 2 months. Every single day, they are fighting on Twitter about speed, about connectivity, about cost, about everything. You don't see them do anything about it. But when it is time to increase the price, it's like there is no price control conversation in this country. So people just wake up and they do anything they want. Why must we suffer this? A country that is preaching digitalization, how are we suffering like this? Your internet penetration is like you have the lowest. Instead of you to actually make it like a fertile ground for everyone for internet to be accessible to everyone, you wake up and it's like, everyone, they do whatever they want. Today, if you have an issue with your network, or you call, our engineers are attending to it, they will get, which engineers? Every single day, engineers are working. You are basically giving us a subpar internet experience, connectivity, when you are increasing prices and every day. And when we talking about SMPs, what is SMP? Again, SMP.
Okay.
Just fix the thing, fix everything with regards to internet, make internet accessible and affordable. If it is not practical, you wouldn't use it as a campaign message. The fact that they have used it as a campaign message and they are still using it, it means there is that space for them to sit and talk about it and reduce the price. It is doable. They are just nonchalant because they know that the Christ of the ordinary Ghanaians will last on Twitter for just 1 week. That is why they are taking us for granted. And this time around,
let's do some education as on what you asked. What is SMP? So SMP stands for Significant Market Player. It refers to a company or entity that has a substantial presence and influence in a particular market or industry, often due to its large market share, financial resources, network infrastructure, brand recognition, ability to influence market trends. In the context of telecommunications, an SMP is typically a provider that, 1, has a market share of 40% or more, 2, has significant financial resources and infrastructure, 3, plays a significant role in shaping market trends and policies, and the regulatory bodies such as the National Communications Authority, NCA in Ghana, designate companies as SMPs to promote competition, prevent market dominance, protect consumer interests, and ensure fair market conduct. So SMPs are subject to specific regulatory requirements and obligations to maintain a level playing field and prevent anti-competitive practices. So that's for our education on what SMPs are. Based on what I've read out, do you find any of these reflecting in the directive? The idea is if one company is allowed to peg their data prices at so low prices, everyone will shift their attention to them. Okay. Then the others in the space cannot compete. Okay. You still don't find that a credible enough reason so that it does not become almost a monopoly for one company.
So protect consumer interest. Okay. So just in case MTN, they are dominating, why don't you waive taxes from Telecel, ART, so that Telecel and ART can invest in equipment? Also, they can increase the quantity of their data that they are supposed to give it to we the consumer. But you are forcing them to decrease the prices rather. That is where you are trying to punish consumers. So you are missing that point there. Consumer interest. You need to protect consumers, not to punish consumers. So you need to give us affordability. That is all. Reduce data prices. That is the message now. We don't need explanation for SMP. Just reduce data prices. People are suffering in this country. The minimum daily wage for a Ghanaian is 18 Ghana cedis. 1 gigabyte of data is 17 Ghana cedis. That is almost more than 95%. How?
When you upload your content, you make money from it. Has this affected your incomes in any way from your online platforms?
The revenue that I generate on YouTube, recently I was giving interest-free loans on my channel. I donated 7,000 Ghana cedis for sanitary pad for ladies on my channel. So the tech into that platform, all the revenue that I generate, I used to help the community. Even the platform that people use to report their lost stolen items, it is free. I am the one supposed to pay the bills. And also we support students that are into developing. We use all this kind of money to support the community. So just in case the community, they are suffering, we are the one, we need to step in. And this thing, it is not stopping today. We are deploying 60,000 interviewers in Ghana next week, just in case we don't see any positive result. The guidelines there. I just posted it on my timeline. We need not less than 3,000 in Ablekuma West. That's where the Minister of Communication and Digitalization is. We need to tell the people that she is responsible for high data prices in the country.
Is she?
Yes, she's part of the board.
Let me pick Kwadwo's thoughts on this. How is the data price situation affecting your revenue inflows from what you put on social media? And then I'll take your comment on the responsibility of the sector minister.
So, as I said, we used to spend a specific amount of money on data, right? Right now, it's off YouTube. You spend a huge chunk of that money on internet because once again, we are dealing with time-sensitive content and we are supposed to upload on time. We upload about 6-7 videos in a day. In a week, we are talking about 25 videos. And so we need to spend so much on data, you understand? So it has really, I don't think you are going to feel it like that. By the end of the day, there is a chunk of your money going into internet. And what I'm saying is we are not even getting value for that amount that we are spending on the internet. Where there are sometimes that you put out a complaint and it takes them like a year for them to come and fix. There is nothing like user experience or anything. It's just vibes and inshallah. So there is a problem. It has affected, and as you rightly said, even people that watch our videos, when you look into the back end metrics and everything, you see that people watch your video in the night, 12 a.m., 1 a.m. Why must it be so? Why must it be so? Are they nocturnals? People have to come and download videos on their phones, or they have to use like free Wi-Fi anywhere they find themselves, download the video and go home and watch it. Some people to wait 12 before they can watch your videos. It's sad. People, you subject people to stress for them to even watch our videos. And when the money comes in, we spend. This is why I was against them taxing content creators in this country, because we go through so much stress in putting out like content, from getting equipment to buying internet to even having upload issues and things. Like, we have a lot of issues when it comes to our space. But then once again, we will have our say. The government or the people in position of power, they will have their way. So no problem. When they introduce it, we are going to pay. But with regards to this data issue here, we will not let it slide. They have to do something about it. They can do it. The significant market power. It is not my fault that one internet or one telco company is having like a significant market power. They put in measures to make sure that they acquire a significant share of the market. You don't. If you want to punish them, punish them and their colleague telcos, not me. In your right, in what you read, you said they are supposed to protect the interests of the what internet user or consumer or whatever. Is it what they are doing? If you are increasing prices of data each and every 3 months and come and tell me that you are protecting my interest, which interest are you protecting? You are protecting zero interest. It is your interest that you are protecting.
The NCA
and we will not
says,
sit there for them to do that thing.
the NCA said it is going to work closely with stakeholders to find more reliable sources of internet, more affordable internet access, ensure more affordable internet access. Have you been approached by any official, or do you expect to be approached by any official in this regard?
See, when you approach, or if they approach, they have to come with tangibles. We are not going to do lip service anymore. I'm not going to listen to anything. Either you are coming to me with like tangibles where it go affect the people on the street that watch my videos, the people on the street. See, we have been, see, the reason why I'm enraged about these things, we have been here before. They sat with Sadiq Adams when he started this thing, I think some years ago. Oh, let's sit down and Jojo, we are going to do something about it. Till today, nothing. Oh, we are going to engage stakeholders. Nothing. Lip service. All them they do. Lip service.
Sami is agreeing with you here. Sami is agreeing with you here. I want to, so whilst the costs remain as they are, what are some of the strategies you are employing to make sure that you keep your costs down?
Okay.
Are you having to do anything different?
You mean about my campaign, or?
Yes.
Okay.
What have you had to change? Have you had to reduce some of the work burden? Have you had to reduce content that you put just so that you can afford the data at the current price? No.
All the work needs to run because of the data prices. I need to work multiple. I need to get multiple sources of income so that I will be able to afford the data prices now. So currently, as the campaign is going on, we are not stopping. As Kwadwo said, we are not stopping. It is going to continue for months. And the message here is the government needs to reduce data prices, not the MPP government, the government. So just in case there is a change in government, still the government needs to reduce data prices. We don't care about the government names. All we need is Nigeria, Nigerian, the same MTN, they are enjoying 100 gig for 100 Ghana cedis, 95 for 100 Ghana cedis. The same MTN, not different MTN, same MTN. So as a Ghanaian who is using MTN now, we need to see something like 80 gig for 100 Ghana cedis or 70 Ghana cedis. That shows that at least they are protecting consumer interests.
What's your issue with the data that expires?
That one is camouflage. That kind of implementation algorithm is camouflage. It doesn't expire. Someone just buy a 50 megabyte. They say it doesn't expire. Finished. So what are you talking about? Yeah.
Kwadwo, what's your experience? Have you had to arranged the way you work because the data prices have gone higher?
Yes, as I said, so right now we invest. See, when I started, I said I was using one internet service provider, right? It wasn't reliable, so I had to bring in independent internet service provider in. So they came to install, and so when you come to our studio, you check the roof, you go see a lot of internet mass, like a lot of them they on a rooftop because we can't trust one. So I used to have just one. Right now I have three, and I have a turbo net, so four. Because you can wake up today and one of them will choose to misbehave of no fault of yours, no. And sometimes it goes around to like 1 week. And you see, if you don't have any other alternative, you will struggle to upload videos. So I have invested in all these things, and it comes at a cost.
So you use multiple networks. You use multiple networks, not just one.
Yes, not just one. So I have to load them with internet. The TurboNet is getting internet. The Telecel is getting internet. The Spectra is getting internet. There's another one that I've forgotten the name. That one too is getting internet.
Is there ever a time
You
when
see,
you've switched off? So, for example, when you call the telcos complaining that your data has run very quickly, they suggest that if it's not in use, turn it off. So some people have resorted to turning the data off, putting it on flight mode back and forth to manage, the spending on data. Does that work for content creators like yourself, Kwadwo?
madam, this thing that they are talking about now, if I have data on my phone and I'm not using it, I have not opened any app. The internet is supposed to be intact, right? I'm not supposed to check it and see that about 20 or 50 megabytes of my internet has been deducted. No. More times, I always argue that there is some spirit with the data. I don't get it. Normally, when you go outside the country, I don't see people putting their phones on flight mode just to save data. You people know what you are doing in the back end. If I have internet, it is supposed to be on my phone. And when I'm not using it, it is supposed to be on my phone. It is not for you. If all apps are not working, the alarm clock on my phone doesn't use data. So it is on you. They keep giving us excuses. Switch off your phone, put it on flight mode, switch your hotspot on and off. And no, they need me. Just give me stable internet and let my internet be what? Be there intact and let it be affordable. We will not revisit this conversation again because their necks are going to be tired because every single day we will demand for this thing. It is practical, they know it. But now they are sitting in their offices watching us. They look at this big-headed guy. They know it, they will do it, and we will demand it.
This is Breakfast on GTV. We're having a conversation about data prices and how it affects content creators, especially in this digital age. What are your experiences with data? Our WhatsApp number, 055 55 61034. Join our conversation with your experiences and your thoughts and comments on the matter. YouTube content creator and businessman Samuel Yeboah, CEO of Tree, is our guest at the table. On our Zoom platform, Kwadwo Sheldon, another YouTube content creator and businessman, is also sharing his thoughts. You share your thoughts with us as well. Sam, you mentioned a timeline of what you were going to do and when you expect things to. Share that timeline with me. What do you want when?
Now, to reduce the data prices. Now, they can take action now. And also, just in case they don't do anything, we are going to continue our campaign. And the most effective part is on the 7th. We have drawn the plan. I used like 5 months, me and my team. We used 5 months to draw this plan. And it is not like weeks, months. It is going to continue like several months. And it is not just ending now. So I just posted on my X page, just imagine that someone on the 7th of December, someone is going to vote, going to cast his or her vote. And all of a sudden, you just pick up the phone and say, watching the video, seeing something. The government is the one fighting against us. They are the one forcing the telecoms to just increase data prices. You see, it is going to be more effective there on that very day. So it is that's the reason why I said we are going to make this very, very effective and very safe, effective and relevant. So very, very effective.
Tech in Tree is on X. You can follow them there as well, and you can read the campaign overview that they've posted over the past several hours. And it's continuing to call on leaders to take all the necessary steps to reduce the data prices. The hashtag you're using is Dissolve NCA Board.
Okay.
Why dissolve NCA Board?
Okay, we employ someone to go there. This is the telecoms, the foreign investors, and I am the citizen. And we are supposed to pick one or two people to represent us in case there is a discussion. And you go and negotiate something that is against me. Already you know that I'm struggling financially. And you go and make a decision that is making me, you are making decision against me. That means I should dissolve you. And one, you are my enemy because you are not protecting me.
So
you are fighting against me.
The other hashtag is NCA are the enemy.
Yes.
But then my question is, in their statement, they make the point, yes, you mentioned the consumer side of things, but they also want to protect the business interest of the other players in the telecom space. And they are the enemy?
They are the enemy because let's say before you were coming to implement this SMP, MCN is giving 200 Ghana cedis for like 300 gig. Just for example, all you have to do is 80 telecell. I'm waiving taxes from you, invest in equipment, and also for MTN is giving 200 Ghana cedis for 300 gig. You people should give 200 Ghana cedis for 600 gig. This, even though you don't have a wider coverage as compared to MTN, people will still do some kind of calculation. You know, Ghanaians, we are good in doing that kind of optimizing. Oh, this, when I go to this place, I'll get good coverage to able to download all my stuff. People will choose Telecel because they are offering higher data prices. Higher quantity of data as compared to MTN. But if you are to just make the decision that you people should reduce the data price, and the decision itself, it is not only MTN that they are reducing the prices. All the telecoms.
Right. Let me pick Kwadwo's thoughts. The hashtag on social media, which has been trending for a while, is Dissolve NCA Board. And that NCA are the enemy. The NCA says, as a regulator, it needs to be sure that the environment is fair and competitive. Yes, data prices are high, but they are maintaining the competition healthy in that space. Why dissolve NCA Board then?
Because they have been ineffective. By the way, before I proceed, the boys in the WhatsApp group watching this video, they are saying it's buffering. It is not because of your systems in the studio, it's because of the internet. As some of them are watching us and the video is doing some chichire and things. So, yes, they should fix the internet issue in this country. Once again, the NCA board. See, we have about 2,000 boards in this country. 2,000 boards. And we are engaging stakeholders. We are looking out for the interest of the consumers. Obviously, they have failed at looking out for the interest of the consumers. So they are ineffective. They are not going to do anything that is going to be beneficial. And once again, this is not the first time something like this has popped up on the internet. It has happened before. What did they do? Nothing. The typical, they engaged with the stakeholders, they sat down, committee and everything, and they just ended up doing nothing. It means they have been ineffective to the cause that Tech in Tree is championing. So obviously they are the enemy, and they are the pathway to getting some of these things done. And if they are not getting it done, we should get rid of them. It's very simple. When you put people in positions of power and they don't get the jobs done, do we have to reward them with another extensions? No, we get them out. So get them out and let us bring in people that are going to implement. See, at the end of the day, it is consumer first.
Wrap it up for me, Kwadwo. It sounds from what I'm hearing on both of you that you have some kind of march in mind, a protest in mind. Is this an online protest only, or is this going to eventually become something we'll see on the streets? Kwadwo, I'll take your last word in 30 seconds.
No, if Tech in Tree says we should show up on the street to demonstrate against this government, the NCA, for the exorbitant prices that we pay on internet, trust me, I will be in the front row holding a placard. Oh, if they
Thank
say we
you.
should come, we all will go there.
Thank you, Kwadwo. Follow Kwadwo Sheldon across social media platforms. He is a content creator. You can follow him across social media, X, YouTube, and everywhere. Tech in Tree. Final word, 30 seconds, and then we wrap. Are we likely to see this protest going from virtual to in person?
Okay, for now, the original plan, it is digital way, not like virtual, not in protest. But just in case they keep on posting stuff that will escalate issue, I'm not the one who started the protest, because I can see that people are starting NCA demo, and I have never used that kind of hashtag because I am sticking to the original plan now. Yeah.
Thank you for sitting with us this morning.
Welcome.
And for sharing your thoughts on this matter. Samuel Yeboah is a CEO and founder of Tech in Tree. On social media, he's a YouTuber and a businessman. Kwadwo Sheldon, who also joined us via our Zoom platform, is also a YouTube personality and content creator. They've been sharing their thoughts on the high cost of data in Ghana currently, and they are calling on the NCA to ensure that the prices are reduced immediately. We did reach out to representatives of the telecommunications companies to be a part of this conversation. We also invited the NCA to sit with us at the table. We also reached out to the ministry, but we did not get a comment back. They declined to participate in this conversation. So this is what we have. If any of the bodies reach out asking for a place at the table for us to hear their side of the conversation, we will bring that to you. Right here on GTV Breakfast. We'll take a quick break. When we return, the show continues with the lighter breakfast. Stay with us.